Good morning, everybody. It is Tuesday morning at 6:53. How's everybody? It's a rough night. I don't know. We'll see what happens. So, I don't have a whole lot to do today. I've been being too good around here. I haven't left myself a whole lot to do. I'm gonna fix those two damn pull floats that my cats decided they wanted to do. Whatever they did to them, I don't know. And I might go out and weed eat, but I walked out this morning, that air is so thick, and I had to use my inhaler twice. And I don't know what's going on with my breathing. It's been getting progressively worse. Hopefully it's just the weather and the season change. And with these sinuses, it's just ridiculous. I take my allergy medicine like I'm supposed to. I think when I see my doctor, I'm going to jump on his head and sit there until he says, okay, let me try something else, because what I got is not working. And he said, no more allergy shots, because apparently they're not good for you. I went through years of those, doing them several times a week. However, I felt better then. I can't say I feel horrible, it's just that allergy, snotty, in the throat crap, that's a pain in the ass. Yeah, this has been a rough month. I haven't felt good, haven't slept good. Lost more weight. It's not good. Look at this. There's too much fucking weight. See what happens to your face? I prided myself in not having wrinkles. And now, I look like a fucking Shar-Pei in the face, Well, I'm not gonna complain. I'm still here. I don't know. So, anyhow, I'm not looking forward to the future with this crap going on with the creepy old man, but it's got to be done. Yeah. And I know he deserves it. I do. I don't deserve what I'm fixing to go through. I've already been through enough because of him. But I'll take it day by day. See how it goes. Maybe this son of a bitch will have a fucking heart attack and die. That wouldn't happen to a better person. Because now I'm pissed. Now I'm really pissed. You got them 2 free ones on me. 2. Nobody ever gets over on me twice. But I never had anybody be so fucking rotten and dirty either. Sneaky. That's okay. It's about to come to an end. And you know what? If nothing else comes out of this, he's gonna know that somebody's out there to stop him. And then his wife is gonna know, whether she knows he's a fucking creep or not. She's gonna know now. I'm just so twisted over this. Never in my right mind did I ever think I was going to have to put an old fucking man in jail because of some bullshit like this. I don't know. But it was the questions. Man, I've never been asked those questions. Even by my gynecologist, never been asked those kind of questions. I told the man at the beginning of the interview my clothes were on. But did you have your clothes on? Were you in the building with him with the door closed and locked? You know, did he penetrate you? Did he that? No, he fucking touched me. He put his hands on me in places he shouldn't have. That's what he did. It's just as bad as far as I'm concerned. He had no right to touch me. Yeah. That's what pissed me off, being so fucking humiliated yesterday. Not in front of one sheriff, in front of two. And I'm not saying the fellas were bad at all. They weren't. They really weren't. I get it. They're fellas, and they were young. You know, and it's hard to deal with a pissed off, upset woman. I get it. And I apologized up one side, down the other, and I told them, I said, guys, don't take this personal. It's nothing. It's nothing against you. I know you're doing your job. I know, you know, been in the bail industry for a few years. I know how it has to go, but boy, when you're in that spotlight, ooh, it's rough. Just an experience I never thought I'd have to go through, and especially at this time in my life. I'm going to see it through, though. I am. He's not doing it to anybody else. He's not. So we'll see what happens. I don't know. I know it's been dictating my fucking life for a month, and it's going to continue until it's over, and I don't like that. I don't like this. Look at this. I didn't even bother fixing my hair and putting my eyeliner on. Look, it's not going to help anyhow. So, but I have to go out today to my favorite store. That ought to be fun. But my babies need some food. I don't want to run out. And I always like to keep plenty on stock for them. And I got a lady down there that made an order, so I'm going to drop it off while I'm down there. Take care of that and just fiddle-faddle around my house. I got no commitments to anything today. And just got to take it easy this week. I got those shirts to work on, but do that in the privacy of my own home, you know, in the comfort of my own home. It was strange, though, this morning, right before my husband left, he heard a noise. I heard a real weird one, but he heard a noise and the dog barked. Man, he was Johnny on a spot out there looking around. And he come in and he said, babe, there's nobody out there. And I said, no, I'm okay. I'm okay. And I know there's nobody there, and I'm pretty sure he's not going to come around. But you don't know. That's the bad part. You don't know. So I have to go to Rural King and get some fresh ammo for my gun. That's how long. I don't even know if I've ever shot the gun I have. So I got a couple boxes of ammo for that I'm going to throw out. Well, I'm not going to throw it out. I'm going to take it over to the sheriff's, where they said call them. They'll come get the ammo. And go get some fresh bullets for my gun. And I'm going to get with my nephew and want to go over to the firing range, do a little bit of shooting. I haven't shot in years, you know. You never lose it, but I want to just sharpen up a little bit. And my boys that look over me at the flea market, they have the smoke shop over here. They'll bring me some, get me some pepper spray and stuff. So I'm not worried. I'm really not. It's just the whole situation. That's what's so fucking aggravating, and what I have to go through because of what he did to me. I'm not going to say I'll never see him again. I don't know that because I never thought he would come looking for me. So I don't know if I'll ever see him again. You better hope I don't. I'll be ready this time. Because now I get it. I get it. You know, I just thought the first time, well, he's a fucking nasty old man and I won't see him again. And yeah, no. So you just never know. You cannot prejudge a situation or what somebody's going to do. I learned that. So yeah, it's okay. It'll be okay. I just gotta wrap my head around that concept right now, you know. And I know what I need to do, and I know what I need to feel, but it's just not happening, and that's very frustrating. Sorry, guys, I'm just full of shit too, but I'm full of sinus mess, and, you know. So, come here, Nanny. She's in heat. So Chris and I talked about it last night. She's had enough heat. We're going to take her and get her fixed. I'm going to call today and make her appointment. And, because my poor boys that are all fixed, they still think they can hop on that mess. And, you know, so I'm running around the house chasing them off of her. And I ain't dealing with it no more. I'm going to take her over and get her fixed. Eddie's sitting right there looking at her. She's right here under the table by me, huh, baby? And, Eddie's sitting right there looking at her like he does. Hi, Angel. What you doing, pretty? So, I'm going to get that done. What, baby? She's talking. She's talking to me. We're going. So pretty. So, yeah. I'll fix that issue that way when we go camping. I don't gotta worry about her. I just, like everybody else said, you know, thought that, there goes Eddie, thought that, boy cats, once they were fixed, you know, didn't have the urges, and they didn't spray. Well, they do. That's why Barry's not allowed in my house. And every chance he gets outside, I can watch him. He did it in front of me one day in the bushes. Yeah. I don't know why. Well, I do know why, because all the other cats that we added to the house, because it was just him and Bo for a while. And, you know, along came Eddie and Charlie and Murray and Mama Sue and Gracie and Effie and Emmy, and, you know, I get it. But he has to stay outside. Actually, I just let him out the pool cage. He likes to go out further, and he's a big boy, and he's fixed, so he's tagged. So, if the fucking asshole dog catcher wants to give me some shit ever again, we'll let him. These people, 2 fucking blocks away, I don't even know them. This woman, I haven't seen him in a while. I think they started doing it afterwards just to aggravate me, which they didn't. Anyhow, she would walk 2 dogs by herself, and she couldn't control them, and she was constantly falling down. So one day, my husband was outside. I don't know what I was doing. I was in here, or maybe I might have left. I don't know, but I wasn't here for the incident. And he was outside, and Junior was out there with him. You know, and they were working in the yard or something. And anyhow, here she come. Her nasty ass fucking dog saw Junior. They pulled on her, knocked her down, and came in my yard after my dog. They both had my dog by the throat. So we finally get her dogs off of our dog, and I don't even remember what happened after that, but you know what? About 4 or 5 days later, here comes a fucking dog catcher knocking on my door. So, I said, yeah, and he says, well, I have this complaint, but I said, what? Yeah, well, she says your dog, every time she walks her dogs, your dog comes out of nowhere. And I said, my dog isn't allowed outside. I said, he happened to be outside with my husband that day, not me, working in the yard, and her fucking dogs came in my yard and attacked my dog. Well, that's not what she's saying. I said, really? I said, why don't you ask her how many fucking times she's fallen down in the street because she can't control her own dogs? And he's going, blah, 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 blah. I said, you know what? I said, are you going to write me a ticket? Well, no. Do you want my animals? They're licensed. Well, no. I said, then get the fuck out of here. Well, guess what happened? I pissed the little prick off. Guess what happened? About 10 days later, I got a fucking citation to go to court in my mailbox. Yeah. Better believe I went. Better believe I went. Her and her husband showed up, and that big stupid fuck. And they're sitting up there, and so I get called up in front of the magistrate and his fat fuck, whoever was sitting next to him. And he's asking me what happened. I said, first of all, why did I get a fucking ticket? I wasn't even there. Well, the dog's in your name and he's in your control. I wasn't there. What do you, my husband's here. He was with the, why am I here? My dog didn't do anything wrong. Well, she said, this is her complaint, blah, 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 blah. And every time she walks her dog, your dog comes out of nowhere and attacks her. And I'm like, well, number one, my dog is always in the house where he belongs. And number two, she's the dumbass that can't control her fucking dogs. And the magistrate or whatever the fuck you call him looks at me and he says, well, aren't you a mean little lady? I said, you ain't seen nothing yet. I said, there's no reason for me to be here. I said, now, do you want to take care of the business here and let me go the fuck home where I want to be? Well, I didn't use the word fuck. And he, I forget the exact conversation. I looked at him and I said, you know what? He wasn't going to give me a ticket because he didn't see anything. Nobody else saw anything but her. I said, but you know what? I told him to get the fuck off my property. I said, so he was butthurt. And that's the exact words I used. I said, your little boy over there got butthurt and then decides to later on, because he's pissed off, send me a ticket for something I had nothing. Hold on a minute. Oh. I'm going to hurt you guys. Oh, God. Sorry about that, guys. My cats jumped up on the little long table underneath the front windows. I know there's a name for it, but I can't think about it right now. So anyhow, yeah, I did. And so the magistrate looks at me and he says, I'm not imposing any fines or court costs on you. He looked at that little prick dog catcher, little fat fuck, and says, does the county blah, 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 dog catcher, blah, blah, whatever, have anything to add? You know what he did? He gave me an $85 fucking fine. He did. The court didn't impose it. He did, because he was pissed off and he was fucking butthurt. So I just looked at the judge. I said, give me my fucking paperwork so I can go home. So what I did is, I didn't mind the 85 really. I did, because he was only doing it because he was butthurt. But it went over to the animal shelter, is where the money goes. So I gladly went over there, and we were coming out of the animal shelter. There was a young couple that was in the courtroom. Well, I got to tell you what happened before that. Anyhow, getting ready to go out of the courtroom. Well, here, Mr. and Mrs. Pighead jump up. Where is she going? We have something to say. And I just looked at them. I said, see, I'm done. I'm out of here. Well, anyhow, so we get over to the animal shelter to pay the money right away. I wasn't, 2 weeks or whatever. No. So as we're coming out, a young couple that was in the courtroom, she comes up to me, she says, I love you. And I said, what? She says, you were great in that courtroom. And I said, oh, that's right. You guys were there. She says, yeah, she says, the judge allowed them to come up after you left. She said, he just sat there rolling his eyes. That they just kept running their mouths. And then he informed them, that the case was over with and they could go. And she said, they just would not shut up. And I said, I don't even know these people. I said, I heard her say something to the judge about, I brought those people their Christmas presents over one year. I don't even know that woman. She says, they've been there. I said, I don't even know her. So anyhow, the girl she was jumping up and down. She says, I loved you in court. She says, oh my God. She says, I wish I had that tenacity. And I said, well, that's just who I am. I said, don't step on my goddamn toes because you're going to hear about it. I said, and that's exactly what they did and he did. I said, then she started walking around trying to hold on to these two dogs with this great big long, almost looked like, those old crooked things that they used to show in the Bible pictures with the sheep herders, the big old, I don't even know what you call them. Yeah, she walked around with one of those. And this woman is huge. Like, I'm going to hurt her? Well, maybe. But yeah, and even when Big Boy, he's like, I don't know, maybe 6'5" and probably about 450 pounds. He walks around, and I've been out front sitting, because I go out there in the evening, that's where the sun is, sitting in my chair, and they'll walk by, and, I'm not running in my house. I ain't afraid of them. You can walk by and look at me all you want. However, they were told to keep their asses over there. They don't need to be walking 2 blocks over this way. However, they never followed through on that. I just stand out there, I just fold my arms, and I just stand there and look at them. I don't fucking care. Your wife doesn't have the guts to come home and tell you that she can't control them 2 goddamn dogs that you make her walk? And that she falls down all the time? She don't want to tell you that? She wants to tell you my dog comes out of nowhere? And bullshit. So, needless to say, that was a couple years back, and the dog catcher, I ain't seen him around here. But, I haven't seen them lately walking their dogs this way. Maybe they learn, don't come over here and start fucking aggravating the neighbors, go the other way. Because that's just, she seems real needy, and, what do you want, baby? You want to go out? Oh, she's telling me she wants to go out. Open the door. Okay, Angel. There you go. So, yeah, I'm telling you, if the bad situations and the shit's gonna happen, I got that neon sign that says, pull my stupid ass right in there, some of the dumbest things that can happen. Yeah. So, yeah. I could tell you some stories. I'll be telling you some stories this week. And they're not stories, they're factual truth. Yeah. Some people, I just like to go, ugh. They need to mind their own business and stay in their own business. Yeah, if that old man felt the need to touch somebody, he needed to go touch himself. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just not going to be over this for a while. It's not. Hi, John. Oh, there's my grandson. I don't know what's up with him. He's in the mornings, So anyhow, I'm going to hop off of here and talk to him for a few minutes. And I'll be back with some more fun adventures here. And y'all have a beautiful morning. Enjoy your coffee. Love your family. Do something nice for somebody, for yourself. Get up and move around. Please get up and move around. Regardless of how you feel or the situation. Just get up and do it. And I'll see y'all later. Guys, thanks for stopping by. You can push my button if you want. If not, that's okay too. Alrighty. See you later. Thanks.